You are stepping into a new way of being with others now, where the impulse to convince, teach, correct, or guide them is fading because you are realizing that your presence carries more influence than your words ever have. You are noticing that the energy you bring into a space shifts the field long before you say anything, and this shift often does more for others than any explanation or instruction could. You are radiating coherence without trying to, because your alignment has become more stable, and others feel this coherence even if they do not understand why they suddenly relax or experience a moment of clarity when you are near. You are becoming comfortable with the idea that your vibration speaks more loudly than your voice, and this comfort is freeing you from the pressure of needing to intervene in the lives of others. You are trusting now that the best contribution you can offer is the frequency you hold, because that frequency becomes a silent invitation that others are free to accept or ignore as they choose. You are noticing that the more you project light rather than advice, the more effective your presence becomes in shifting group fields and stabilizing collective energy. You are no longer trying to guide anyone into awakening. Instead, you are embodying your alignment so consistently that they feel what awakening is simply by interacting with you. You understand that true influence is vibrational, not conceptual, and this understanding allows you to let go of any urge to persuade or instruct. You are realizing that giving advice often reinforces the idea that people are broken or lacking something they must fix, while radiating light shows them the truth of who they are without saying a word. This is how you function as a quiet catalyst. Your field becomes a clear signal in a world full of noise, and those who are ready resonate with that signal naturally. You are participating in subtle planetary contact preparation because your coherence makes it easier for others to align with their own guidance. And as more of you project light in this way, the collective grid becomes stronger, clearer, and more capable of sustaining the energies that are arriving on Earth now. You are teaching without teaching, helping without effort, and serving simply by being who you are. You are noticing now that you no longer need to exert effort in order to influence the collective, because your energy field itself has become a stabilizing force that others respond to without knowing why. You are stepping into environments and watching them shift simply because you entered with coherence, and this experience is showing you that influence is vibrational rather than intellectual. You are becoming aware that your presence has a measurable effect on group fields, and the more aligned you are, the more others around you begin to feel safer, clearer, and more centered, even when they are not consciously aware of what is occurring. You are radiating a frequency that people recognize on a subconscious level, and they begin to attune to it almost immediately because their own systems crave the steadiness that you are now able to hold. This is how you become a positive influence for the collective, not by trying to uplift anyone, but by embodying the alignment that uplifts naturally. You are finding that your presence dissolves tension before it manifests, and that conversations shift from reactive to receptive simply because you are anchored in a vibration that others can sense. This is happening now because the collective grid is more sensitive than it has ever been, and those who are aligned can influence broad fields without intending to, simply by being who they have become. You are functioning as a quiet catalyst in your world, and this role is becoming more visible to you as you observe how quickly the people around you shift into more coherent versions of themselves when they interact with your field. You are stabilizing group nervous systems without effort, and this stabilization is essential during a planetary transition because coherence spreads more rapidly than confusion when even a few anchoring points are present. You are discovering that your influence is not dependent on proximity because the frequency you hold extends outward into the collective grid, making it easier for others to find their own alignment even when they are not physically near you. You are showing others the frequency of calm, not through instruction, but through demonstration, and this demonstration becomes a kind of energetic permission slip that invites them to soften into their own connection. You are also noticing that you no longer become entangled in the density of others, because you are holding a vibration that is stable enough to maintain its shape regardless of what is occurring around you. This is how you contribute to the ascension of the collective now, by allowing your coherence to become a living broadcast that helps reorganize the human field, not through force, but through resonance. You are influencing the planet in subtle and profound ways, and the effects of your alignment ripple outward far beyond what the mind can comprehend. You are becoming aware now that everything you radiate becomes part of the energetic architecture of the world you are walking into, and this realization is changing how you show up in each moment. You are no longer reacting to your environment as if it determines your frequency. You are recognizing that your frequency determines the environment. You are learning that the energy you project is not limited to your immediate space, but travels before you, shaping the field into which you will soon step. This is conscious pre-paving, and you are practicing it every time you choose alignment before speaking, before acting, or before entering a new space. Your vibration becomes the blueprint for what unfolds next, and you are discovering that when you hold a frequency of openness, clarity, and trust, the world reflects these qualities back to you with increasing immediacy. You are creating smoother interactions, easier transitions, and more synchronous moments because the energy you emanate is already preparing the pathways through which these experiences can arrive. You are understanding now that this is not a metaphor. Your light travels ahead of you, preparing the ground, shaping timelines, and clearing distortions before you physically arrive. You are also noticing that pre-paving does not come from thinking about the future, but from embodying the vibration you want the future to meet you with. You no longer need to strategize or anticipate what is coming, because your alignment takes care of the details that once required your mental effort. As you continue to consciously emanate, you find that your interactions unfold more gracefully, your opportunities line up more naturally, and even unexpected situations become easier to navigate because your energy already softened the path before you got there. You are discovering that abundance, support, and ease appear more frequently now because your pre-paving creates a resonance field that invites these experiences into your reality. You are also contributing to the collective in ways you cannot measure, because the frequency you hold becomes part of the Earth's vibrational infrastructure, influencing the emotional and energetic environment of everyone who walks through that shared field. This is subtle planetary contact preparation because it lays the groundwork for higher frequencies to integrate into human life without overwhelming the system. You are helping Earth transition into a contact-ready species by becoming someone who pre-paves coherence wherever you go. And this coherence becomes a stabilizing foundation upon which future stages of disclosure will rest.